Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to Southern National Motorsports Park. I'm Aaron Johnson with the Johnson iRacing team, bringing you today's feature event, 40 fast laps in the iRacing Fanatec Rookie Street Stock Series at Southern National. This is the top split, the best of the best, the top drivers that were on the service at the time this race was offered. Let's have a look at the starting grid. Starting 15th, racing out of Orange, Virginia in car number 10, it's Michael Kelly. In the 14th starting spot, it's the Red Bull Chevrolet, car number 5, Christopher Pelletier, Christopher out of New England. Starting in the 13th spot, it's the BR DeWitt Chevrolet. That's Adam Del Grosso racing out of Corning, New York. Starting 12th in car number 7, he'll show up on your screen as car 82. That would be the Waze custom welding car, but in your telemetry on the lower right-hand side, he'll show up as car 7. That is Charles Durst. Starting 11th in car number 11, racing out of Auckland, New Zealand, it's Rudy Cronstrom. Starting 10th in car number 12, the Logitech JR Foundation, Dale Jr. Foundation car of Scott Grzib, Scott out of Texas. Starting 9th in car number 2, racing with us from the Meadowlands in New Jersey, it's Justin Warner. Starting 8th in car number 15, racing out of Bismarck, North Dakota, that's the K&N Filters car of Devin Butts. Starting in the 7th spot in car number 13, he races out of the South America region in the Logitech Chevrolet, that's Esteban Soto. Starting 6th in car number 8 from Paradise, California, that's the Fanatec Chevrolet of Michael Witten. Starting 5th in car number 14, the Craftsman Chevrolet of Robert Crivelli. In the 4th starting spot in car number 6, that's the Virtual Racing School Chevrolet of Cameron Heil, Cameron from Illinois. Starting in the 3rd spot in car number 00, he'll show up on your screen as 00 and your telemetry as car 3. That is Aaron Johnson in the Jack Warren Trucks Mount Vernon Auto Supply Chevrolet, Aaron from Bailey, Colorado. Starting in car number 4 in the 2nd spot, that is David Witten, David in the Budweiser Chevrolet, racing out of Club West. And on the pole, it's car number 1 of Doug Briggs, Briggs in the Tracker Chevrolet, and he leads the field as we're underway at Southern National Motorsports Park. Doug Briggs jumps out to a quick lead. He's leading Witten, Johnson, Heil, and Crivelli. It's Doug Briggs out front, followed by David Witten and Aaron Johnson. Zooming back so we can see the field here, taking a bird's eye view of Southern National Motorsports Park. Let's zoom in just a little bit. You'll see Briggs followed by Witten, Johnson, Heil, and Crivelli with Esteban Soto running in the 6th spot. There appears to have been some action behind these leaders as these three have started to pull away from the rest of the racing field. Cameron Heil, who started in the 4th spot, is shown 1 lap down after an early incident. We didn't catch that on film, but it'll be Heil now in 15th. You see Doug Briggs leading the field. He is closing on Esteban Soto. Soto in 14th, the last car on the lead lap. Doug Briggs running a nice smooth line in that Tracker Chevrolet. It's Briggs, Witten, Johnson, Warner, and Cronstrom now, the top 5. Cronstrom with us from Auckland, New Zealand. We are on lap number 5 of 40. Doug Briggs leads the field to the start-finish line to begin lap number 6. It's Doug Briggs out front, followed by Witten, Johnson, Warner, and Cronstrom. Let's walk back through the field and see what we can see. Running in 2nd, that is David Witten, 4 car. That's the Budweiser Chevrolet. Behind Witten, that's the 00 Mount Vernon Auto Supply car of Aaron Johnson. Johnson being shown in 3rd. Behind them, it's the 2 of Justin Warner. Warner currently shown in 4th. Then just behind Warner, that's the 11 of Rudy Cronstrom. Cronstrom, all kinds of out of shape as he goes around this high-banked asphalt oval. Behind Cronstrom, we see the 8 of Michael Witten, and just now leaving the pits, the 6 of Cameron Heil. So Heil now out of the pits, but several laps down. Behind the 8 of Witten is the 14 of Crivelli. Then behind Crivelli, we see the 82 of Charles Durst. Durst 7 on your telemetry. Behind him, that's the lap car of Heil. Then behind Heil in car number 5, that's Christopher Pelletier. Pelletier currently being shown in 9th. Behind Pelletier on the field, that's the 9 of Adam Del Grosso. Del Grosso currently being shown in the 10th spot. Behind Del Grosso, we see the 15, that is Devin Butts. Butts being shown in 11th, and behind Butts, we see the 12 of Scott Grzib and the 10 of Michael Kelly. Those two, the last cars on the lead lap. Then the 13 of Esteban Soto. Soto, the last car on the lead lap. Then we're back around to your leader, Doug Briggs. Briggs out front, Witten second. Johnson beginning to fade just a bit. He's about 3 car lengths behind David Witten. Witten close on the back bumper of Doug Briggs. It's Briggs, Witten, Johnson, Warner, Crunston. The top 5 unchanged as we are on lap number 13 of 40. Doug Briggs out front, followed by David Witten, then Aaron Johnson, Justin Warner, and Rudy Cronstrom. Behind Cronstrom, it's Michael Witten, Crivelli, Durst, Christopher Pelletier, and Adam Del Grosso rounding out the top 10. The top split very competitive as even the last car on the lead lap holding a fast line and holding off those leaders. Esteban Soto doing a nice job keeping some distance between himself and Doug Briggs. Briggs rolls the car into turn number 3, now through the center of 3 and 4 out on the front straightaway. It'll be Doug Briggs leading as we now complete lap 15, beginning lap number 16 of 40 at Southern National Motorsports Park. Briggs out front, followed by Witten, Johnson, Warner, and Cronstrom. The top 3, Briggs, Witten, and Johnson, pulling away from the rest of the field. Doug Witten slips up just a little bit. Aaron Johnson closing. Doug Briggs beginning to stretch the lead, now about 2 car lengths over David Witten, with Aaron Johnson now right on David Witten's back bumper. It's Briggs, Witten, and Johnson 1, 2, 3 as Doug Briggs closes on the lap car of Esteban Soto. Soto closing on Michael Kelly. Kelly currently running in the 13th spot. That would be the next to the last car on the lead lap. So Soto closing on Kelly, Briggs closing on Soto. Things could get interesting as we begin lap number 19. Doug Briggs closing on the lap car of Esteban Soto. Soto trying to run down Michael Kelly. Soto and Kelly will be racing for position. Right now it is Briggs closing on the lap car. Witten second, Johnson third. Witten slipped back just a little bit now. Johnson beginning to fade as Witten closes again on Doug Briggs. Briggs looks to the inside of Esteban Soto. Soto gives Briggs plenty of room, being kind to the leader as Briggs, Witten, and now Johnson try to get under Soto. Soto gets out of turn number 4, gives Johnson plenty of room, lets the leaders by as he knows they're racing for the win at Southern National Motorsports Park. At the halfway point, it is Doug Briggs with the lead, followed by David Witten, Aaron Johnson, Justin Warner, and Rudy Cronstrom. The top 5 have not changed since about lap 5 in this race. There are 19 to go now. Witten closing on Briggs. It's Briggs, Witten, Johnson really beginning to fade as he's dropped about 4 car lengths behind. Briggs and Witten go beneath the 10 of Michael Kelly. Kelly now a lap down. That will put Scott Grzib as the last car on the lead lap. Let's have another look back through the field. Behind Witten, it's the 4 of Briggs, then the 00 of Johnson. Behind Johnson, that's the 10 of Michael Kelly. Kelly being shown 1 lap down in 13th. Behind Kelly, it's the 2 of Justin Warner. Warner in the 4th spot, being shown on the lead lap, but well behind the leaders. Behind the 2 of Warner, it's the 11 of Rudy Cronstrom. Cronstrom being shown in 5th. Then the 14 of Crivelli in 6th. Behind Crivelli, that's the 6 of Cameron Heil. Heil being shown 4 laps down after an incident. Then behind Heil, it's the 82 of Charles Durst. Durst being shown in the 7th spot. Behind Durst, we see the 8 of Michael Witten. Witten shown in the 8th position. Then behind Witten, it's the 5 of Christopher Pelletier, that Red Bull Chevrolet, currently being shown in 9th. Behind Pelletier, we have the 9 of Adam Del Grosso. Del Grosso currently shown in the 10th position. Just behind Del Grosso, it's the 15 of Devin Butts in 11th, and the 12 of Scott Grzib in 12th. Behind them, we're back around to the leader, Doug Briggs, who is closing on the 12 of Scott Grzib. It's Briggs, Witten, Johnson running 1, 2, 3. Those 3 cars have pulled away from the rest of the field. Aaron Johnson beginning to work on the 4 of David Witten. Witten has fallen back just a bit. Let's look at this race and see if Johnson's going to have anything for the 4 of David Witten. Doug Briggs out front with about a 5 car length lead. Johnson working on Witten, trying to find a way around. Witten holding a nice smooth line, holding Johnson off. It's going to be Briggs, Witten, Johnson, the 6 of Cameron Heil, back into the pits as Witten gets a nice run through 3 and 4, pulls away just a bit from Johnson, but isn't able to close on the one of Briggs. Things could get interesting as Briggs has closed in on some lap traffic. Let's have a look and see what happens as Briggs closes on the 12 of Scott Grzib. It's Briggs working on some lap traffic. There's several lap cars in front of the leader right now. 10 laps to go. Briggs is going to have to deal with this traffic. It may allow Witten and Johnson to close in. Doug Briggs with about a 7-car length advantage rolls through the center of the corner now out onto the back straightaway. Doug Briggs looks to the inside of the 12 of Scott Grzib. Grzib gives Briggs plenty of room, also leaves room for Witten and Johnson to try to move by. So Doug Briggs doesn't get slowed down at all by the traffic there. It's Briggs, Witten, Johnson. There are 8 to go. Briggs now closing on the 15. Johnson's looking to the inside of Witten. Johnson got a run on Witten. Let's go back and take a look at the action. Aaron Johnson makes the pass on David Witten. It's going to be Briggs, Johnson, Witten now. Witten trying to get back to Johnson's bumper, see if he can find a way to get underneath Johnson and retake that second spot. And at this time, it looks like Aaron Johnson's going to hold off the 4 of David Witten. Johnson pulls away just a bit, extends to about a car length. Meanwhile, David Briggs is running away with this race. He's really started to put some distance between himself and Johnson and David Witten. Doug Briggs looks to the inside of the 15. The 15 gives him a little bit of room. That's a little tight there. Devin Butts, though, gives Briggs room getting into turn number 2. Well, into turn 1 now, out of 2. So Doug Briggs gets past the lapped car of Devin Butts. That leaves 9 cars on the lead laps as Doug Briggs closes on the 9 of Adam Del Grosso. Briggs is up front, Johnson second, Witten third, Justin Warner fourth, Rudy Croston fifth. Those 5 cars have been the top 5 for 30 laps or so. Briggs pulling away. Johnson is moving away from the 4 of Witten. The top 3 have now separated themselves a bit. Doug Briggs looking inside the 9 of Adam Del Grosso with 3 to go. There'll be 2 to go this time by. It's going to be Doug Briggs. Goes to the high side now, dives down low, looks to find his way under the 9. Del Grosso giving Briggs little room, racing fairly tight. Briggs does get a fender underneath and manages to find his way around Del Grosso. Traffic not helping Johnson as Johnson's really pulled away from Witten. There's 1 to go. Briggs takes the white flag. Unless there's an accident, there is no way that Aaron Johnson's going to catch Doug Briggs. Briggs is going to take the victory here, provided nothing happens through the center of 3 and 4. Now out onto the front straightaway. There's your winner, folks. Doug Briggs takes the victory at Southern National Motorsports Park. Aaron Johnson's going to come home second with David Witten third, Justin Warner fourth, and Rudy Cronstrom in the 5th spot. Behind Cronstrom will be Robert Crivelli, then Charles Durst, Christopher Pelletier, Adam Del Grosso, and Devin Butts rounding out the top 10. Doug Briggs leads from flag to flag at Southern National Motorsports Park in the Fanatec Rookie Street Stock Series, runs an excellent race, keeping the Tracker Chevrolet up front. For the Johnson iRacing team on the Johnson iRacing Network, this is Aaron Johnson saying, go fast, turn left, have fun.